You know, I was watching this movie, Magazine Dreams, starring Jonathan Major, and this man is driven by his obsession of becoming a bodybuilder and being on the cover of a magazine. And it's admirable to see a man go after his dreams and do whatever it takes and be driven by his obsession and ambition to succeed. But what I seen was a man who was looking for his accomplishments to define him. And that's one of our biggest fights as men is chasing the outcome or chasing the reward or chasing the success because we believe that once we have it we're going to feel whole and fulfilled. And as this character evolves throughout the movie, he spirals into greater and greater depravity. He loses his dream and becomes a shell of that man who was seeking that greatness. He was already, strange, but he loses himself even more. See, the whole time he was chasing this dream so he could be seen and understood by the world. So he could feel like people would know his name. And truly the reality it is that's how most men live. Most men are unseen or unheard. Actually just most people overall. Because believe it or not, everyone out there is just looking to take from you, you know, or get something from you. There's really not many people in this world that are looking to give you something just cuz, you know. And it came to mind that success, accomplishments, those are just markers of the man that you've become to get to that point. They don't really define or do anything for you, but they're just a blueprint or clue, sorry, a clue that that's the man that you are, that you're capable of handling these things you want in your life. Many men, you know, want the glory, the fame, the success. The success is really defined by what you deem it to be. Honestly, in my life, I'm not someone that has all the external things, the money, the cars, the woman, but I consider myself successful. I'll tell you why. My definition of success is that throughout my life, I've constantly been willing to take a chance on myself to go after my dreams, my visions, and my goals. And nothing stops me from achieving them. And if I fall and I don't achieve them, that's okay because I'd rather grow and learn new things about myself and take that chance to fail and get new things revealed to me than to never do it, to live with that regret. You know, throughout the movie Magazine Dreams, his character, Jonathan Major's character, was driven by wanting to be seen by the world. He was driven by his external, by looking for validation from people. And this caused him to spiral. You know, we could actually, in our day to day, present ourselves to be seen, to be heard. All we have to do is take a chance on ourselves. All we have to do is strike up a conversation. All we have to do is talk to other people. And what I realized was a lot of men live his life where they go day to day, they go after, the physique they want. And they do their absolute best to get to their goals, but they don't build up their social skills. So they feel like the world is against them. But even worse, the world doesn't even know them. But it's not because the world doesn't know you, it's because you've allowed the world not to know you. You've chosen to not be seen. You've chosen to not be present. You're so obsessed, thinking that once you get to your accomplishments, to your definition of success, that it's gonna make you whole, when it's never gonna do that for you. It will never get to that point for you. You have to be self defined. and self-validated that these things that you're pursuing in the external world are just a marker of your internal world. What do I mean by that? I have a goal to get to 10% body fat, maybe even less. And that is a manifestation of my spirit. That I'm able to deny myself of temptations, of pleasures, of things that are going to break me down. That I'm able to deny myself of filthy things that go against the Lord. It's a marker of the discipline, the way I see myself. Discipline, diligent. I don't really need to do those things to get down. I don't really need that to be a reason to get down, but that is the reason to get down to that level of body fat. I'm not doing it for the outside world. The outside world will see it, but they won't even acknowledge it, to be honest with you. I'm doing it for my world, for my God, for myself, so I could show myself that, look, this is a marker of who you are, but this is not going to define who you are. This is a part of who you are. That you overcame complacency, laziness, that you disciplined yourself and put your body under your subjection, right? That you went out there, you sweat, you you walked when you didn't want to, you ran when you didn't want to, you denied yourself of pleasure. Because I'm someone that puts on fat easily. I'm not someone who's naturally lean, so I don't have to over consume. I'm someone that has to run and lose fat. I have to cut out the excess. And that's really a theme that's played in my life. And I could see, and you know, this accomplishment is not going to define who I am, but rather it's going to confirm who I already know I am inside once I get there. And honestly, it's what it takes to get there that drives me. So that way I could show to my God that I am grateful of all the gifts and the self-belief that He's given me. That's how I know I'm successful, because I haven't been broken. None of these, not having these things in my life that I want, have not broken me. They've strengthened me. They've made me look at the process and enjoy it and say, how do I get there? Because once I get there, I already know how I am. I'm going to have a new goal. I'm going to have a new main outcome to overcome, a new mountain to climb. It's just the nature of manhood, nature of someone who's really ambitious. When you live your life defined by external accomplishments, defined by society standards of success, you just seek to please people all the time. When you recognize the power that the Lord gave you, that you could create your own world inside your spirit and bring that out into the physical and express yourself through different things, through fitness, through journaling, through music, through art, through writing. And you could reveal who you are and reveal different aspects of who you are through different forms of expression. That's really power. That's authenticity. And that's so magnetic. That's presence. Everybody else has a mask on, but you're willing to show who you are. You're willing to show your spirit. You're willing to walk in that power. And people will make fun of you. But they'll make fun of you not because they think it's, ridiculous. They might think, but it's projection. It's projection that this person is afraid of who they are and they see you living your true self, that they're going to project it out by hating. They're going to project it out by hating, you know? So to, remake my point for this video. Success, the definition of success, what success is. Success is just a reminder that you've been willing to take a chance on yourself over and over and over again. That you are persistent, you are resilient, you are long suffering, you are disciplined, you are diligent. And that's so much more beautiful to know and reaffirm that to yourself than to let cars, money, women define your success, society define your success. That is true success. That's where real wholeness comes in, is knowing who you are and expressing that authenticity daily. The Most High already gave you all your gifts. Now you need to do the work to find them and express them and to use those gifts to serve the world. When you hold your gifts back because of fear, discomfort, you're doing a disservice and you're taking advantage of what the Lord has given you. I hope this video finds you guys well. And one lasting message: don't let other people define your version of success. In my eyes, I'm already successful because I'm living for my authentic self each and every day. Success is just a reminder of who you are. Peace.